Hey guys, what's up? So today is the last day of April, which means I'm doing an April wrap-up. Yay! So this month I read a total of 5 books and all of them were 4 stars or more. I had a really good reading month and I met one of my all-time favorites this month, so let me show you. The first books I read this month were Pandemonium and Requiem, the second and third books of the Delirium trilogy. I read Delirium in March and then this month I finished the series and it's one of my all-time favorites. This trilogy is about a world in which love is considered a disease, and the main character Lena never questions that. She lives by all the rules, she doesn't do anything wrong, but one day she is infected with amor delirio nervosa, meaning love. And that's the main plot of these books, and I don't have the first one here, I lended it to a friend, and I really loved these books. The first two I gave 5 out of 5 stars, but the last one, I really loved it, but if you're reading it, know that the last one is a bit inconclusive. A lot inconclusive, but it's still worth reading. If only had like 20 more pages, it would be perfect. The next book I picked up was by the same author as the Delirium trilogy, and it was Panic by Lauren Oliver. This is a contemporary novel which, unlike Delirium, is not dystopian, and it's really intense. This book is about panic, a game in which you do like super dangerous, really dangerous and unethical stuff, and the prize is $50,000. But in the event of this book, it's the biggest prize that has ever been gathered, which is $67,000. The book is told by 2 points of views by 2 different panic players, and they both enter the game for different reasons. And I really liked this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I just thought that didn't have much of a backstory for the characters, so you didn't really connect with them, but it's really action-packed and it's amazing. It's a fast read, lots and lots of action, and it's really creepy. If I had to describe with 3 words, would be intense, tigers, and money. Really, there are tigers in this book. Just a side note, if you're buying this book, buy the hardcover one, because the paperback, it's so damageable. It's awful. I have lots of stuff that is damaged in this book. You can see it from afar, but it's not a really good quality. So try to buy the hardcover if you can. After I read Panic, I had to pick up a book that everyone's talking about, and it's coming out a movie in September, which stars one of my favorite actors, Dylan O'Brien, and of course is the Maze Runner. The main character, Thomas, he wakes up in a box and it's all dark and he doesn't remember anything about his life other than his name is Thomas. And then some boys open the box and they have all these different slang and different words, and they're just boys there. And this place that he arrived is like a whole new little society in which are surrounded by a maze, and there is no way out. And in this book they try to find a way out, and the maze is super dangerous and it's really action-packed. I really liked this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, but I didn't give 5 out of 5 because it took me a while to go through it. Because it's a lot about world building, this first book. I will continue the series, but I didn't connect much with the characters. I think I'm in kind of a reading slump because I don't connect with any characters. But come on, Dylan O'Brien will be playing the main character in the movie, so I have to read it. And the last book I read this month is one of my new all-time favorites, and it's Legend by Mary Lou. 5 out of 5 stars, dystopian, military, romance, all of that. There's everything. So, in book 2 I saw it a lot and I had no idea what it's about, just that it was dystopian, and that's about it. If you see my unboxing slash book haul, you'll see the day that I got it and I had no idea what that was about. And now I do. So I will explain it to you because I see it a lot, but no one actually explains what this is about. So this book is about Day and June. They are completely different. They were born in different lifestyles, and Day is the most wanted criminal in the Republic. And June is a military, she's a prodigy, she has graduated college and she's like 15, my age. And her brother is the captain of the military, and they are all looking for Day, which is the other main character. But then there are some events that begin to develop that make her question society and see that maybe everything she believes in is not true. It's a really short read, there's 250 pages only, but it's a lot of story and I really enjoyed it. Lots of character development, world building was awesome. It's just a little confusing at the beginning because there is not much backstory in the world building, but you get into it and you start to understand. I just didn't get it at the beginning, but then you understand as the book goes along. That was the last book I read and I loved it. I really recommend it if you like dystopian and that kind of stuff. And it's one of my new all-time favorites. So that's it for my April wrap up. What have you been reading? Let me know down in the comments. Hey guys, what's up? So guess what? A book arrived and I had to do an unboxing because it didn't feel right to open it without you. Now let's go to the rough part, which is actually opening it. I want my book now. Clockwork Prince. I was so excited to read this. I don't have the first book, but I had to buy the second one because I read it in the first one in the bookshop and I love it so much and I gotta know what happens. So what the series is about is a girl named Tessa who is from the United States, and it's a historical fiction book. I don't know if that's right. It's a historical book, and she goes to meet her brother in England, and it's the 1800s, and she finds a woman to get her in the place where the ships come. I don't know the name of that. And then she is kidnapped actually, and then two boys come and actually rescue her by accident, and the guys are Will Herondale and Jam, and if you don't know them, where have you been on booktube, because everyone talks about them. And that's basically what this series is about, and I really loved the first one. I didn't like City of Bones, so I didn't think I would like this series, but I loved it and I'm crazy to read this. It's in great conditions. I ordered it 2 days ago, so you go, Saraiva. Thanks so much for watching and bye.